So, I mean, normally I use Webinar Jam, but I just decided it would do Zoom for this. So let's see. Let me see if I need to
unmute myself. Mute, rename, hide.
Video settings. Hold on a second. Video. Hold on a second. Tool monitors. I'm just looking for that all-important command where you can share your screen. Make host. I'm going to make you the host. And then,
maybe, yeah. Let's do that.
All right. So
sounds good.
Basically hand over the controls to you here. And now I think you should be able to.
All right. So I'm going to stop it.
Yep.
And let's see.
Maybe I have to stop sharing mine first. I'll do that. Okay, there we go. I stopped sharing my screen. So is there a little green folder button at the bottom that says share screen?
Share screen and
ta-da.
Oh, all right.
There we go.
Looks good, looks good.
It's working.
Let's close that up and close.
Awesome. The only other thing you may have to do occasionally is I think people should be muted when they come in, but if not, we may have to manually mute them. But so far, we're okay with that.
Okay, sweet.
It's working. Yay.
Fun. So it's 2 o'clock now. I guess we'll give people a few more minutes to pop in and out. Or hopefully more in and less out.
I sent out emails for this every day since Tuesday, I think. So hopefully we'll have a decent turnout. If not, I am recording this, so we'll be able to make the recording available.
Awesome.
Let's see if there's anything else I missed here. No, you've got the calm, as they would say in Star Trek, so it's all yours.
All in my hands. All right. Okay. Just I'm not sure. Last time I did a Zoom, I couldn't tell who's commenting, who's not commenting. So
all right.
Maybe
you have the ability to open the chat on your end. Let me see. I think I can open it on my end actually. So, okay, yeah, the chat is open.
Okay.
And I'm going to. I think I'm going to put my headphones on so I don't get any echo.
Chat. Oh, there's a chat. Aha, there's a chat. Hey, Bridget.
And we're sharing a screen.
Oh, sorry, Sasha's from BC. Bridget's from Vermont. I'm from Toronto, just outside of Toronto here.
Yep. Are you? I have relatives in Oakville.
Oakville. Wow, that's down the street, like literally next town over.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
In Mississauga.
That's actually I am in Mississauga.
Oh, wow, that's cool. That's where my wife's grandfather used to live.
No way. That's awesome. Small world.
I know. All right, cool.
Right.
So if you guys are coming in, if you don't mind muting, I may have to mute myself. We'll get a nice clean recording. So just mute as you come in, if you would be so kind as to do that. And then we'll get going. Some of these dogs, not mine. I can't take credit for that one.
All right.
So yeah, just mute as you come in if you don't mind. And we'll take it from there.
Awesome. All right. Let's do it. So
alrighty.
I am happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me here.
Thank you. And I should give you a little more of an official welcome than that. So Hanny and I, we go back all the way to, remember the video bunch? Summit that we did? That was many years ago.
Yes.
And you have since become far more famous and accomplished. And I love the software that you're creating. I didn't know what a softwarepreneur was until I met you, but
I made that up.
Cool. And you've been doing some really, really cool stuff, obviously all related to video. So I'm very happy to have you here. I am going to mute and hand over the controls. And if you need me to jump in, just say so and I'll unmute. But for the time being, I'm going to let you do your thing and show us what you've got.
Awesome. Well, welcome everybody. I'm glad everyone's here today on a Friday. I just want to quickly introduce myself. Lou and I go way back. I'm a big video guy. I'm always the kid in the family that just loved making videos ever since I was a kid. And just getting older as an adult, learned how to use video for business, right? Video marketing. I started a blog back in 2009, I believe. But for me, I'm a software engineer. Like I'm a geek. I am a really, really big geek. So I combined my two passions, video and software, about 3.5 years ago now, and really just love where I am at right now. Like I'm an engineer. I'm lazy. I love video. So all my tools that I've been working on really are scratching my own itch and really helping automate this video process. Because video is not about the software, the tools. It's about the content that you're giving out to your audience. So I try to take away the tech by automating things and letting you just focus on delivering your message to your audience. So I've been working on, have at least 4 or 5 products out there back from 3.5 years ago. But I don't want to bore you with that. We're here to talk about Facebook Live. I mean, Facebook Live is, everybody is on Facebook Live. It's a powerful platform. It gives you a lot of exposure. Facebook likes you when you go live, and you leave the attention in your newsfeed. So Facebook Live is just another form of creating video, and video is fun. At least for me, at least for everybody here, it's fun, intimidating, but it's fun. So today I'm going to talk about how to get your videos out there. Your Facebook Live, you take the time, the effort, you prepare, you talk about awesome content, but how do you get that content out beyond Facebook? And also how to get that content out like to other channels, and also across down to your website as well. So, and why it's important to do that. So I don't really have formal slides. I want to keep this very casual. I'm very hands-on, so I'm going to show you some tools I've been working on. But before we jump into tools, I want to talk about why. Why is Facebook not enough? Like why is just publishing to Facebook and stopping there it's a bit dangerous. The main reason is, at least in my perspective, once you get your video out to Facebook, it's great. It's in the feed. You're live. Facebook really like shows you love, and you get people commenting, talking, interacting, and then days later, it's down the feed. There's just something else new that comes off, and they don't have much life on Facebook. Videos don't have much life in the sense that it's not as easy to search videos as it is when people search it on Google. So discoverability is a lot less once you do a Facebook video. So what else? Like where else do you send it? Like where else do you send people to watch your video? And first obvious place is your website. So if you're currently not embedding the videos from Facebook onto your website, you're missing out. You're missing out a lot of opportunity, because getting videos on your website is content, right? It's content on your website, and Google loves content. Google loves blogs and sites that have content that's fresh, that's updated. So you definitely want to get your content on there. Facebook gives you the opportunity to copy the embed code. They give you an embed code. So you can paste it on your WordPress site or any other site. So if you're not doing that, I highly recommend you do that. You start doing that, making that part of your workflow as well. Another interesting channel is obviously YouTube. YouTube is kind of, number 2 up there as a search engine. It's a search engine. People are there looking for solutions to their problems.
Yep.
And obviously it's owned by Google, so YouTube videos rank higher on Google searches. So you definitely want to get a copy of your video onto YouTube as well, your Facebook Live video. So by having it on Facebook, it's great. You get the instant attention, you get the traffic, you get the comments, you get interaction, engagement. And then after a while, it's gone. So you want to have it on YouTube, so it gives it more life, and more people can find it after the fact. And then you want to have it on your website, so people who do come to your website, your existing visitors, people who are currently engaging with you on your website, can actually have an opportunity to watch those videos. And more importantly, once they're on your website, you have a big opportunity to get them on your email list.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll just chime in here for a second.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I always tell folks and my students that, you've got to really get your content in front of as many eyeballs as possible. And some people say, oh, I put that video on Facebook, so I don't need to put it on YouTube or anything, right? No, get it. You never know where people are going to see it. So get it in as many places as possible. You're not going to be punished or, get dinged by Google or anything if you have a video on Facebook and on YouTube and on your website and even LinkedIn and other places.
Absolutely.
And then the other thing is just a quick housekeeping thing too. Since I don't have control of the screen anymore, I'm going to ask everyone to self-mute. So mute yourself or try and keep your background noise as quiet as possible so we can get a nice clean recording. And speaking of that, I'm going to mute myself.
All right. Awesome. So yeah, YouTube, website. Website is a key. Like think of YouTube, think of Facebook as discovery channels, but think of your website, your home base as your engagement channel. So this is where people can really get to know you distraction free, or a lot less distraction than being on YouTube. You know how YouTube is. It's got 1,000 million videos on the side. Facebook, you got people messaging you. You've got all these news feeds coming in. So they're not fully engaged with the videos, but if they can watch the video on your site, they can really get engaged with the content. And then on your website, you've got to have a place for them to sign up for your email list, whether it's below the video, whether it's on the sidebar. This is the chance. Like, no, you can't do that anywhere else. You can't do that on Facebook. You can't, you can send them to another page, obviously, but having an opt-in box right there where their eyes, their focus, their attention is key. That's why it's critical to have the content on your website and encourage people to watch it on your website. Don't send people to Facebook or YouTube videos. Send people to your website. Let them consume the video and hopefully consume more content on your website, read more of your blog, and sign up for your email list was the ultimate goal. All right. I'm going to pause for a second and just see if anybody's got any quick questions. I haven't covered much yet, but anybody got quick questions, comments before I continue?
And you can put your questions in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and ask them as long as you promise to mute when you're done. So recording. But yeah, I think we're in good shape. I think, we definitely want to make the point that, oops, I just sent a message to somebody privately that I meant to send to everyone. Yeah, you haven't really missed anything so far. We're just kind of getting into it, and we're really just both sort of echoing the importance of getting your content in as many places as possible, particularly on your own website, because that's the real estate that you control.
Yes, exactly. That's the key. You control, and no matter what happens, people are always going to be able to come to your website. Even if YouTube shuts down tomorrow or Facebook shuts down tomorrow, obviously they're not, but you never know, right? So another interesting thing is just more of an idea, more to get people thinking, is get the content that you've created and repurpose it to different mediums. And one very interesting medium right now is a podcast. I don't know if a lot of people are familiar with podcasts. I know it's more of a video audience, but a podcast is basically an audio file that you upload to some kind of podcast host, almost like YouTube, but for audio. And the whole idea is it's very easy for somebody to, from their phone, subscribe to your podcast. You can find it on iTunes or Google Play, and just a few clicks, they're subscribed. And what that means is every time you publish a new episode to your podcast, you really are basically in their ear, because it notifies them on their phone, hey, Henry's got a new podcast episode, and then you can listen to it right away. So podcasting is a very interesting channel. Obviously, you're thinking, oh man, I got to do a whole another piece of content. I've already making the video. How am I going to make a podcast? So what I'm trying to put in your minds is think about possibly repurposing your Facebook videos into audios and publishing them as podcasts. So that's another channel to discover. It's a whole new audience that you don't have right now. You've got viewers, you've got people who love to watch, who learn visually, but you're gonna have a lot of people who take their phones in their cars, including myself, take their phones when they're walking their dog and doing the dishes, and they can listen very easily and consume very easily through, and discover very easily through channels like iTunes and and Google Play now is going into the podcasting space. So I see a question. Do you think podcasts and videos provide the same level of engagement? I think people are different. I would say, depending what kind of content it is, people may consume it better as an audio, or as a video. Like, you're teaching something specific, more hands-on. Maybe a video is better. People can learn faster by video. Audio is more like entertainment, infotainment, like informational and entertaining at the same time. Like, audio platform is easier to consume, in my opinion. You can listen on the go. That's what Lou was saying. You can listen on the go, and that's the key. Listening on the go, and the fact that they get notified. That's my favorite part. Like, the phone lets them know, hey, there's a new episode. You don't have to email them. You don't have to do anything. If they subscribe to your podcast, they will get notified on their device, which is awesome. Awesome for you. You don't even need to tell them. They'll know when you have a new episode out. So yeah, just think along those lines. It's how do we get this piece of content? Like, you create this content once, and how do we get it out to these different channels? Talk about YouTube, talked about your website. Your number one place is your website. And then now I want you guys to think a little bit about podcast, an audio podcast, maybe converting the video into an audio and publishing that as a podcast episode. Now, obviously, you can't do that for every single Facebook Live. It may not make sense to, but I just want you thinking, when you're creating the content, do it intentionally, do it by design, to say that this content, once a week, this video that I'm publishing, I know I'm going to repurpose it as an audio episode. So when you plan your episodes that way, or you plan your shows or your content, it really gets you, it really makes it easier if you know up front before you start that this is going to be an audio episode. Any questions so far about podcasting? I'm big on podcasting. That's why I brought that up. Podcast hosts, podcasting, there's two different options. There's companies called Libsyn, Spreaker, Blueberry. Those are kind of the top three podcasting hosts. But really think of it, you don't want to host it on your site. You never want to, just like video, you never want to put the video, upload that to your site. You want to upload it to a video hosting service. Podcasts are audio hosting services. I mean, it could be a video podcast as well, but most of them focus on the audio portion. And you want to, like, Libsyn is probably the most popular one. It's Libsyn. And they start from like a few bucks a month. If you're just getting started, like $5 a month or $7 a month. The cool thing is they give you stats that tell you who's listening where and all that good stuff. So, which is also important. Just like YouTube gives you stats, how long people are listening. A lot of these podcast hosts give you stats as well. So yeah, I don't want to get into podcasting too much. It was more about just giving you that little hint to say, hey, maybe I can even reach a whole new level of audience that never even heard of me, never seen my videos, because they love to consume content on the go, and they don't have time to sit there and watch a video, but they can subscribe to you on the directories like iTunes and whatnot. So audio podcasts are very, very interesting way to repurpose your videos or your Facebook Live videos into another platform that people can consume easily. Awesome. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about some tools. Tools that will make your life a lot easier in terms of repurposing. I mentioned earlier, I'm a big geek when it comes to taking and automating things, because A, I'm lazy, and B, I don't have a lot of time. And C, to me, the most important thing is the content, not the actual tools that you use. It doesn't matter what kind of website it is. It doesn't matter, what video editing software you use. It doesn't really matter. If your content is not great or not engaging and people are not listening to it, then all the other stuff doesn't matter. So my whole point is getting content onto your website. It's like getting content created should be your number one priority. And that's why I've been working on a few tools the past, I think, 3 years now. But the past year now, I've been focusing a lot on Facebook. Ever since, I guess, a year and a half ago, Facebook Live became available. That's when kind of the light bulb moment came. And I said, I have a few tools that publish content to your website. And I thought, hey, wouldn't it be awesome if every time I did a Facebook Live, it just automatically appeared on my website without even me having to log into my WordPress site, without me having to do copying embed codes and all that jazz. I don't have to make a blog post. It just simply appears. Literally just like magic. It appears on your website. And that was my goal. I said, I got to build this. I've done it with other platforms like YouTube and podcasting. So I had tools to do that. And I thought, let me take this now up to another level for doing this for Facebook. And that's when the WordPress plugin called Simple Social Press was born. It's about 1.5 years ago. And I think Lou, you're using it as well, right? I believe so.
Yes, I am. Yeah, thank you. I love that software. Again, you've made it easy for a lot of folks to be able to, do something once and not have to manually go and start uploading and downloading and all that cool stuff.
Exactly. And the best part, you can go ahead and copy embed code and build your own blogs and embed the videos there from Facebook. No problem. You can do it all yourself. The coolest thing is all the comments, all the discussions that are going on in the Facebook Live, which usually Facebook Lives are engaging, so there's a lot of conversations going on. All those will be imported as WordPress comments. So in Google's eyes, you're going to have a blog post with a video and 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 comments, all without you even lifting a finger, literally not even lifting a finger. You don't even need to log into your site.
That's huge because it's going to look like all of a sudden your blog has crazy engagement and, Google's going to love that and other people will see it and say, oh my God, look at all the comments on this post.
Yes. And engagement and also like the time on page is also a factor for SEO. How long people are on your site, if they're bouncing out quickly or not. But the fact that you have a video, which usually means people are going to stick around for a few minutes to watch, and the comments, it's just awesome in search engines' eyes. So that, plus the fact that it happens automatically, is what I want to show you today. If that's okay with everybody, I want to show you a quick demo of this WordPress plugin.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So I'm going to. I have a small screen, so I'm going to try and move these windows around. Okay, all right. So I am going to show you, this is the WordPress. How many people are using WordPress before we get into it? Everyone here? A lot of people? Nobody? Is WordPress? Yes, Lou? All right.
You can just put it Y or yes in the chat if you want. Yeah, of course. Nancy, Cassie, Randy, okay.
I'm a WordPress geek, so I like seeing lots of yeses for WordPress. Awesome.
Clara, yep.
This is cool. I'm happy. Okay, so this plugin is called Simple Social Press. Social just means that it's Facebook. It means that it's connecting Facebook. Anyway, so it's a regular plugin. You go in the plugin section just like any other plugin and you install it. I'm not gonna show you that step. I didn't mean to click that. So I'm going to come to the settings page. And once you install it, activate it, all that good stuff, you'll see something called Simple Social Press. And all you need to do, first thing you need to do is just, you're gonna copy this code here. I'm gonna connect by channel. So I'm gonna basically tell this plugin, hey, allow this plugin to go ahead and allow access to my videos so it can import them to my website. So we can't post on your behalf or anything. It doesn't allow to do that. All it does is, it's gonna let you give me permission to access the videos so we can import them on your site. Once you're all done, you say continue. And I don't know if it's the Zoom that's really taking a load on my PC. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I'm not sure. Can you guys see the chat? Is my chat blocking or is it not visible?
No, we can see it.
Oh, you can. Okay, maybe I should. Let me just minimize this window here. I'm gonna close this so it's not distracting to anybody.
No problem.
Okay, so anyway, so first thing, oops, that's okay, it's all good. So there's a whole bunch of settings. You can customize this to the look of your website and everything, but I'm not gonna get into all that. the key things you want to pay attention to are auto publish, which means that hey, every time I go live on Facebook Live, I want it to automatically publish, go as a live post on my site. You can turn it on or off. Some people like it off so they can customize it to meet their needs, the blog post before they publish it. I'm going to choose my personal profile, or it gives me a list of all my pages and all my groups as well. So I'm just going to pick from personal profile, and you can decide which videos you want to import, but basically that's it. You can set a WordPress category if you want to keep things organized, like a blog versus a Facebook Live, and that's it. I'll come back and show you everything after, but in terms of like getting it set up, it's that easy. Just a few clicks, hit save, and then you can go ahead and import. I might have already imported this, so it may not work. Good, let me see. It's going to import. Oh, there we go. It says 2 Facebook posts added. So I'm just going to go to my posts. And just going to filter here. I put everything in this Facebook Live category. And there you go. You see, I had a couple of videos before imported, but it imported the videos. It takes everything from the Facebook Live video, the title and everything. But the coolest thing is this. See this? We have 41 comments on this blog post already, instantly. Like, how many times have you published a blog post, me included, and you get your first comment and you're so excited? Here, you got 41 comments and a video automatically created without you even doing anything. Like, wow. I mean, I had to import everything the first time, but going forward, the best part is going forward, I never have to log into my WordPress site again. It's just going to do it automatically. Every time I go live on Facebook, boom, new blog post with a video on it. So let me show you what it looks like. I'm just going to open this one. So it takes the video, and I've already customized these before. You have options of adding buttons below the video, fully custom, like buy my product, buy my service, connect me on Facebook. You can have 6 buttons that do whatever you want, send people to anywhere you want, and email opt-in. This is the key here. You've got the eyeballs are right here. Everyone's watching the screen. They're watching the video. So you have an email box which is fully compatible with all providers. Aweber, Infusionsoft, Mailchimp, doesn't matter. It's very simple. You just copy the code and you paste it into here, and you've hooked up, and every video on your site that this plugin makes will put this email opt-in box right below it. Wow. So eyeballs are here watching, and your offer is just below that.
So everything's integrated in one place. And just to clarify, this is Simple Social Press, and it's a WordPress plugin, right?
Yes, this is a Simple Social.
What we talked about, what I talked about in the email, which we'll show you in a little bit, is called Repurpose. So it's 2 separate plugins. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Actually,
the Repurpose actually is actually a standalone app, so you don't need WordPress for that one. I'm going to get to that one.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I just want to show you a quick peek. So here's a tool that will help you get content from Facebook Live right to your site automatically. Set it once and forget it. Never have to log into your WordPress site again. You got content right on your site.
Wow.
So that's just one tool. For those who are not on WordPress, unfortunately, this plugin it won't help you. But for those who are on WordPress looking to get their content on their site, Simple Social Press is the way to go. And we have a special discount code for you guys on the webinar now to get a discount if you're interested in checking it out. But the real magic, or the second part of the magic, I think what Lou mentioned in the emails, is this new tool called Repurpose. Now this is brand new, as in people started using it back in February. So it's been a few months of early founders and early adopters who are using it, and now we've opened it up to a few more people. We're opening up to more and more people. Now the whole idea of this tool is taking your content and publishing it to different platforms automatically. So what I showed you earlier is taking your Facebook Live and sending it to your website, which is very important, super awesome. You need to do that. Now, how do you get your Facebook Lives to YouTube Or how do you take your Facebook Lives and you convert them into audios so that if you want to use them as a podcast later? This is the tool for that. So we think of it, for those of you who are familiar with IFTTT, or if this then that, or Zapier or Zapier, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. You set up these rules to say, if this happens, then do this. It's the same principle, but for your content. So we're not just posting something on your behalf like those social media posting softwares. This is taking your Facebook Live video, taking the whole video, and pushing it a full copy to YouTube. So it's a native copy on YouTube. You can do a lot more, but what I want to show you is probably the most popular use for people who are doing Facebook Lives, doing videos. There's kind of really two cool ways to use Repurpose. And the first obvious way is to take your Facebook Lives and just push them to YouTube. And it's just as simple as what I showed you with the WordPress plugin. You set it up once and you forget it. It's the same kind of rule. So this is called Repurpose, repurpose.io. You can check it out. You can get free trial to try this out for free yourself. But you want to go to the connections page. And I'm just going to show you quickly how simple it is to set up. I'm just going to delete everything here and start. Whoops, not what I want to do. So first step, add your connections. Connections are just where's your content sitting? In this example, I'm going to hook up my Facebook channel, and I'm just going to give it a name. So this is just my Facebook account. So I haven't decided which group or which page that I want to do. This is just my Facebook account. And then the next step will show you. You can decide which groups and profiles or fan pages that you want to hook up. So I hooked up my Facebook, and I'm going to hook up my YouTube. Yeah, it's just the usual prompt, just giving permission that we're allowed to, in this case, publish on your behalf to YouTube. And say done. So I got one input, one output. I'm ready to rock. It's as simple as that. Go to my dashboard. Now I get to make the rules, and the rules are simple. What's in? What am I putting in? What do I want to do with it? Do I want to convert it or just upload it? And where am I sending it to? So those are the three questions you have to answer. So I'm going to make what we call a repurpose. It's basically a workflow. And I'm going to say Facebook to YouTube. Give it whatever name you want. And here I'm going to choose my Facebook Live videos. If you're uploading regular videos, you can choose those as well. But you can decide if you just want to do your Facebook Lives, which is what I'm going to focus on in this demo. Then I'm going to choose my Facebook account. And now the cool thing, I get to choose my profile, groups, or pages. So I'm going to choose a Facebook group, and then it's going to show me all my groups that I'm owner, or I'm either administrator or an owner of. And choose the group that I want. And that's it. That's my in. Now, what's my action? What am I doing with this video? Do I want to convert the video to an audio, which is awesome. If you're thinking of repurposing as a podcast, you can say, hey, convert this video to an audio. And I'll show that after, but I want to show you the most common way of using it, which is taking that video and just uploading it as a video, pure, raw video, and sending that to our friend YouTube. So this is my YouTube account that I connected earlier. And you can decide on a playlist. So this is cool. So you can make my own playlist right here inside the app without even leaving this app. I can say, hey, I'm making you a playlist. It's going to create it. It says, boom, successful. So now I have my Facebook Live playlist on YouTube created. So playlists are like just a nice way of organizing. So if you have different themes, different topics that you talk about, you can have different playlists on YouTube so that all those episodes are grouped together. So someone's watching one, they can easily discover the other one as well. Okay, done. That's it. Those 4 steps. I'm going to say submit. And my workflow, my repurpose workflow is here. Now, if I click the view episodes button, it's just going to show me all my episodes, a little thumbnail so I know which episode is what, the date it was published, and it's really simple. I'm just going to hit publish and going to keep talking. So hit publish. All it's doing is it's throwing it to the queue. We have this server after server running. Nothing goes down to your computer. This is the beauty. Nothing's going down. You're not downloading. You're not using like internet bandwidth or anything on your side. Everything's happening on our servers. So you're telling our servers to go take it from here and put it here. So there's no downloading, no uploading, none of that boring and sometimes expensive stuff. So you can be on the road. Like, you can be on the road. I've done it before. I'm on a road, my mobile phone, I logged into here. I say, hey, publish this episode. Click, publish. So it's really so easy. So once it's publishing, I'm just going to reload this page really quick. Gosh, man, it's actually done. That's crazy. So it's actually done. It's a very short video. It's like a 2-3 minute video. And it gives you a button that says view. And YouTube takes a few minutes to process. So I'm just going to click view and see what happens here. Actually, there we are. There we go. The video is on YouTube now. That's it. There's nothing else to it. It takes very little time, takes very little effort, and it's automated. But you're probably thinking, okay, I don't want to go through and publish every single episode. If you go back to your dashboard, this is my favorite. In this whole application, this whole app, this whole online software, this is my favorite button. I'm gonna go and just click here, go to auto mode, and as soon as I go back to here, I see, boom, every single episode is now in the queue. And
unbelievable.
I can go to bed and sleep happily and sleep peacefully, knowing that every single video that I ever published going forward, everything that I've published in the past is all making its way to YouTube right now. And I don't have to even log in here anymore. It's done. You set the rule and you forget it.
Cool. So you can basically send every Facebook video that you've recorded to YouTube automatically.
To YouTube automatically. We also have some pretty cool connections. You can connect your Dropbox, your Google Drive. So let's say you want to get a copy of all your videos sent to your Dropbox. Maybe an editor is going to edit them and maybe use them for something else in some kind of promotion or something. You can have them automatically make a new rule to say, hey, send me all my Facebook videos to my Dropbox or to my Google Drive. So you can make the rules. It's very flexible. It's not limiting you. It's just telling you, hey, you set what's in, what the action is, and where to send that result to. Like, where do you want to send that video or audio to? And so probably a common question. I saw things pop up in the chat here.
One question from Tassie: do folders and/or playlists need to be created prior to uploading to the folder or playlist?
Nope. I just created on the fly. I'm just gonna make another one right now, really quick. You can create it right here within the app. I'm just gonna click this. Oops. I'll upload the video. So yeah, I can just make it right here. Just put my, new playlist, blah, blah, blah. And just say create, and boom, my playlist is created and it's selected and I'm ready to rock. Yeah, that's a great question. Another question people might have are probably thinking, hey, you know what? I don't want to upload every single video. I want to choose what videos I want to upload. Sometimes I'm doing a family, a personal fun one. I don't want it to go to my business. I don't want it to go to my YouTube channel. I don't want it to do that. Well, if you go to the gear icon, there's a couple of really powerful things here. One, you can choose based on date when you want to, which episodes to publish. So basically I can say all episodes, or I can say only episodes starting from April 1st, for example. You can do that. If you've already uploaded your older ones manually, you don't want to duplicate on YouTube, you can do that. Super cool. But these two are my favorite. If you put hashtags in, like if you're intentional about your hashtags in your Facebook Live, you can say, ignore any hashtag that says, I don't know, family or something, whatever you want. So it's going to go through and say, hey, oh, I see family in this hashtag. I'm not going to publish that to YouTube. And you can do the opposite. You can say, hey, only publish videos that are of this specific hashtag. Like if you got a brand or you got like, I don't know, Freaky Fridays, or you do something. I don't know why I just made that up. you can say, hey, only this hashtag, I want you to send that to YouTube. Everything else you can ignore. So super powerful. If you're intentional, you can, plan it out so that if you're doing a specific show type or something that has, you can put the hashtag right when you go live. You just put in your title when you go live, and then the Repurpose will know, and it will know what to do with it. It will ignore it, or it will publish that one. Super cool.
Amazing. And under that, I don't know if you were going to explain that, but that YouTube call to
action. This is my next favorite feature. Now, what do you want? Like, what do you want people to do when they watch your video on YouTube? You want them to watch another video and get distracted? No. You want them to come to your site. You want them to sign up for your offer, your email opt-in, your landing page, squeeze page, whatever you want to call it these days. You want to send people to your site or to a page where they can get on your email list. Now, this lets you specify a call to action. Sign up for my list. You want to be a little more direct, but just for my example. And then you can just put a link right here, mysite.com.
Wow.
And every single video that goes from Facebook Live to YouTube within this rule that we set, it's going to have that as the first line of YouTube and as the second line of YouTube. So it's visible in the description. I didn't set it up in this demo.
Very important.
You see it right here. Like this would be the clickable link, an actual clickable link from YouTube back to your website or landing page. Super, super important, because you don't want people just to watch and leave. You want people to watch and click and go to your site. And that's super powerful. And the last thing, keywords.
Mm-hmm.
You can add the keywords right here. So if you have, that these are talking about a particular topic or a show, you can have, business, whatever, whatever your keywords are, you can put them here, and these get pushed to YouTube as well. So anything that's
huge
being done, we'll add these keywords to them, and when we upload them to YouTube. Super, super cool. And those of you who are a little more advanced, a little more hands-on, let me get this out of the way. I don't know if you can see it. The last option here is custom thumbnail. Now, Facebook Live lets you upload a thumbnail. I think you can do it before or after. I can't remember. I think after you're done.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is, some people really go all out and they design a beautiful, attractive thumbnail on their Facebook so that when people are scrolling through it, it catches their attention. And I think it's very important to do that if you have the time and the bandwidth. But now Repurpose will take that thumbnail and send that to YouTube as your thumbnail there, so that it's also attractive on YouTube as well. Because YouTube, it just picks a random, funny face that you're doing, and it's not attractive, right? So if you take the time to design it and you push it to Facebook when you do your Facebook Lives, that same thumbnail with that option turned on, that same thumbnail will also get uploaded as your thumbnail on YouTube. Super powerful if you really care about your brand and you care about your image. So yeah, this is just one of many, many different workflows, but because you guys are all primarily on here for the Facebook Live. This is the one thing I wanted to show you. So just a quick reminder, if you want to manually publish episode, you can just come into here, click the ones that you want, publish.
Yep.
You want to just go on autopilot, flick the switch, go to bed. Literally, you could go to bed and it will work through and just crank one by one and get all your content onto YouTube.
So that's going to take all your Facebook Lives that you've previously done and find them and push them to YouTube?
Yes.
Wow.
Every single one.
Oh my gosh.
If you don't want every single one, you can specify dates or filters.
Right.
But by default, if everything's off, then it'll take every single Facebook Live you've done.
Crazy. And also for regular videos uploaded to Facebook, or that's a different formula, right? That's a different recipe.
Yes, that's exactly. It's a recipe. So think of a recipe as like one in, one out. So we made one recipe for my Facebook Lives to YouTube. I can go ahead and make another recipe that says just my regular videos and to YouTube. And I can say, hey, this time I want just my regular videos from my personal profile. And I want you to upload them to YouTube. But this time, I want, a different playlist, right?
Wow.
Because a different topic. Boom, done. Do you see?
Oh my gosh.
All my videos are here, my personal videos. Cool thing, another cool little trick that's not really advertised, but if you wanted to actually watch the video, you can click on this link here, and you can actually download the video from here if you ever wanted to download a copy yourself. So that's cool. Another cool thing, another cool strategy here. Actually, I'm glad that you mentioned this, Lou, because I don't talk about this strategy, but I haven't implemented it myself, but I think this can be really powerful. Our go-to place for video when we upload stuff is usually YouTube, right? That's the first place you say, hey, I'm going to upload my video to YouTube. But Facebook loves videos too, right? They love Facebook Live, but they also love video, like native. They want you to upload video. They don't want you to embed the YouTube link when you post something. They want you to upload a raw video. But you're like, oh, I'm going to upload to YouTube. I'm going to upload to Facebook. I don't, it's going to cost me too much bandwidth. I don't have time for that. So you can set up you can change your mindset a little bit. You say, you know what? Going forward, Facebook is my go-to place. I'm going to do all my keyword SEO in my titles and my description, go all out, do everything on Facebook, upload it to Facebook. Then I can tell Repurpose to send it to YouTube for me. So you upload the content once, but it's going to two different places automatically. So you'll have it on Facebook as a native video. You'll have it on YouTube as a native video. You can have a different call to action on YouTube, like I showed you here, right? You can have, one call to action on Facebook. Maybe go to this page or to take this action, and I can set up another action when I publish those videos to YouTube. So really powerful, really flexible. But it's just a whole, like with this tool, this is a whole new way of thinking about video now. It's no longer like make the content, put it here, make the content, put it here, put it here. You got, okay, what I can make you once, put it in the right place, and have it go out to the different channels.
Can you do it backwards, like YouTube to Facebook?
Unfortunately not. See, that's why I'm saying it's a different mindset, right? We're always programmed to go YouTube first. But YouTube doesn't give you access,
right?
Legal access, legit access to the actual raw video file.
Oh, right. But you want to upload those videos natively to Facebook anyway.
Yes, exactly. So right now, as of today, before you saw this software, you would have to upload the video to YouTube and upload the video from your computer to Facebook. Two different actions.
Right.
What I'm suggesting is you can make a rule, just like we did here, regular video to YouTube. And every time you publish a video, you just upload that to Facebook, directly to Facebook, and that's it. Then when this switches on, it's going to take that episode and push a copy to YouTube for you. So you don't even need to worry about YouTube. It's going to be handled automatically by Repurpose.
Amazing.
It's like so new that it's like, whoa, you're telling me not to upload to YouTube? What are you talking about?
I wrap my head around the
yeah, it's different. It's different. So whether you're doing Facebook Lives, whether you're doing regular Facebook videos, and I kind of hinted at it earlier, if you're interested in doing a podcast or converting a podcast, I'll show you something really cool. I'm going to just add my Dropbox connection really quick. Okay, so what you can do is I can make a new rule that says, send me all my Facebook Lives to Dropbox as an audio.
Oh, wow.
So forget about having to get a converter or get someone to convert your audio. I can say, take my Facebook Live from personal profile, and this time convert the video into an audio. So it shows up as an MP3 right on my computer, because you can have Dropbox synchronized with your computer. So literally, I can have a folder that has all my audios, and I can say, hey, just send it to my Dropbox automatically. And either you can edit it, your assistant can edit it, they'll get access to the audio file in MP3 format, edit it, tweak it, and then publish that as a podcast to whatever podcast host that you're doing.
Yikes.
So it's just
That will turn you into a content machine.
Yes, you become this enables you to become a content machine. And kind of going forward, what we're trying to do is even make that more streamlined. So that you literally take the audio or even take the video as well and automatically put bumpers in the beginning or at the end. So that, let's say on YouTube, you got a certain brand, you want to put a bumper video a few seconds before your video, we will do that for you. You can't do that right now.
Wow.
To be clear, but we are looking at adding bumpers, either like an intro or an outro before sending it to YouTube. Or if you do an audio conversion, like taking the Facebook Lives to audio, we can add a custom intro. Like we can add an intro and an outro.
Podcast, right?
Yeah, and then it becomes a full podcast, a full episode ready. And
we're looking at integrating 1,000 hours.
We're looking at like integrating with Libsyn and all these big hosts to say, hey, why don't we just push it from here, from Repurpose, push it to your podcast host so it goes live to iTunes. So you eliminate the editing step. If you're comfortable doing a live Facebook Live, raw podcast, then you can have that feature as well. So that's kind of where it's going in the near future, but the possibilities are just endless.
And Cassie asked if you're thinking about future connections.
Yes. So we do have a podcast connection. So I guess let me ask, how many people have a podcast here in this group? I want to show you something really cool. But
anybody doing a podcast right now? I know it's a lot of work. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm just going to see if anybody's doing a podcast.
He's not.
Okay, no worries. I didn't think a lot of people in this group would be starting a podcast yet. Okay, Randy's just started. Okay, I'm going to be a geek. I'm going to show you anyway because it'll take 2 seconds, but it's mind blowing. It's really exciting.
All right, cool.
Okay, Rudy's got one too. Okay, awesome. So it's worth it.
Elaine, yep.
So boom, connections. I'm going to add an audio podcast. So I'm going to say audio podcast, Hanny's podcast. This is so podcasting works on feeds. So this is I use Libsyn for my testing. So this is my feed. Let's say connect, boom, done. Now watch this. This is an audio podcast. People consume an audio, but what if I want to send it to YouTube? YouTube's not going to let me send audio.
Right.
All right. Let me just turn this off really quick. So I'm going to say, take Hanny's podcast, audio podcast. I can't type to YouTube. Okay. Now watch this. I can take an audio podcast, choose the one I want. And I'm going to say, I don't upload the audio to my Dropbox. Right? I want you to convert that to a beautiful looking video.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, yes, do it. So next step, send it to my YouTube channel. And let's say I have a playlist for point podcasts. I'm going to make that playlist. Boom. Okay. Now hit submit. And without changing anything, I'm just going to go here. It shows me all the thumbnails that are in my podcast feed because the feed usually has an image in it. I'm just going to pick this one. This is an example. Hit publish. This is going to be, I don't know. If you have a podcast, this is very exciting. For me, it's super exciting because I'm a geek. But
I've been telling people if they have a podcast to do a video version for years, and they're like, "Well, I don't have it. What's the visual?" It's like, well,
this is what I want to show you. This is so exciting. This is so cool. Now I went from queue to processing. This is a very small episode, so it shouldn't take more than a minute or so. I can't wait to show you. It's really, really cool. And while it's doing that, I'm going to hop back here. Same rules. So I can turn this on and I can say, hey, just every time I publish my podcast feed, just do it. Take it to YouTube for me automatically. You don't need to log in here and do anything anymore. Once you set it, you turn the switch on. You are golden. Okay, we're done. Okay, are we ready? Ready to see what this looks like?
Yep. Drum roll.
And we have...
Oh, cool, with a little sound wave.
We have sound waves. We have the image that's in your feed. But even cooler, every episode.
Oh, wow.
The title will show up automatically. So it's like Repurpose took it made a custom image for every single episode.
And you just blew Elaine's mind.
Yes. Somebody appreciates it. Yes.
That's
so cool. I don't know why it's not playing. I think
no, but I mean, people, because I always tell people, if you have audio content, it's another digital asset. Now you can use it as a YouTube video. That's crazy.
It's so cool. It's so cool. I don't know. My computer's decided to freeze
And
up.
maybe the Zoom stuff too, because Zoom takes up so much bandwidth. But
yeah, I don't know what's going to happen now. Maybe I'll stop sharing for a second and come back.
Yeah, you can try that.
Stop sharing.
Share screen again.
Yeah. Just move this out of the way. Share screen.
There we go.
Yeah, looks like my whole browser crashed. I don't know if you guys have the same problem, but I find
Yeah, sometimes when
lately my Safari is not behaving. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm a big Safari, a big Mac guy, but anyway, I switched to Chrome.
So Tassie says, if you have an audio file in a course or saved somewhere, can you still use it to repurpose it to YouTube? It doesn't have to be a podcast per se, does it?
As of today, like this second, yes.
Okay.
But what we're looking to add as well is have the ability to upload the content or put it in a Dropbox account, and we can pull from there and make the videos. So right now it is limited. It's a great question. It's a great idea, actually. But I'm going to take a quick note for that. But right now it's the source, the input is has to be either a podcast or it has to be a podcast or a Facebook.
Yep. Okay.
But what's really cool is we have settings here as well, like I showed you earlier with the Facebook one. So we have 6 different.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Yeah, so you can choose a template, see what it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah. And even better, if you have a custom brand, you can upload your own template.
Oh, nice.
So you can design it, the file one time, upload it here.
That's really cool.
We'll use that. Same kind of stuff here. You can have it point back to your episode page, or you can have a custom link when it's on YouTube. I won't go over it again. Same kind of deal, publishing on certain dates or not. But yeah, I just want to show a quick sneak peek for those who do have a podcast, how crazy simple.
That is incredible.
And crazy.
So like somebody that has, I talked to somebody yesterday that has a running podcast, and she's on her 150th episode. So essentially she can upload 150 videos to YouTube just like that.
Just like that. You just turn on the auto switch. It might take a few hours, or not your time. You just turn the auto switch, you go to bed, and it'll just crank through. And it cranks through by order. So the most recent first, and the next, and the next. Super. Nice
little thumbnail there with the audio sound wave.
Yeah, the audio. That's actually. I'm glad you mentioned that, because a lot of people who do this service or build their videos themselves don't have the sound wave. And a sound wave, I don't know if it's critical now, but from an engagement perspective, if someone's watching a static image,
right?
They don't even know it's a video. They may not even, like, they're watching it. They may not even know it's a video. They're watching on their Facebook.
Yeah.
More importantly, I think if they don't do it already, it might come soon. Facebook, YouTube. If you upload videos there that are static image, I think they're gonna just give you less love.
Yeah.
They're not videos. They're not real videos.
Yeah. No, this one looks like it's like, okay, it gives you that psychological sense that, all right, cool, I should be hearing something. It's a podcast.
Yeah, it's engaging. Like, it's your eyes are on the waveform, right? It draws your attention.
Pretty cool.
So right now it's podcast to YouTube, but we are adding podcast to Facebook, podcast to Twitter as well.
Wow.
All as like native videos. So we'll upload a video to Twitter, like a short version to Twitter, or the full episode to Facebook.
Wow.
But let's say you want to go on Instagram. Let's say you want to put a little snippet on Instagram. If you're doing Instagram, you can just send this video file to your Dropbox. Right? And then you can do whatever you want with it.
Right.
Once it's in your Dropbox, it's a video. It's an MP4 file or MP4.
Yeah.
You upload it here, there, LinkedIn, anywhere you want. So you have full control. You'll have this video as a file to do whatever you want with it. And it shows up on your computer because it goes through Dropbox or Google Drive, and it just shows up.
Oh, that's cool.
Publish anything. So super.
So you don't have to even do the, because normally you have to get special software to download a video off of YouTube.
Right. But you don't even need to worry about that. This video will come, but this beautiful video we just saw will come directly to your inbox, your Dropbox, or your Google Drive.
Amazing. So we're about top of the hour here. This is unbelievable.
I'm getting goosebumps. I mean,
I'm starting to geek out myself, but I know it says Repurpose Beta. Does that mean, is it available to the general public?
Yeah. So if everyone wants to check out, do go ahead. We'll give you guys a bit of an offer here. Like right now, if you go to repurpose.io/Lou, cool. He invited me to give Lou some love.
Thanks.
There's two things going on. If you're just interested in the Facebook Live plugin, I'll just pop the page open. Might be easier to repurpose. Actually, so if you're looking to get the Facebook Live WordPress plugin, I'm gonna move this out of the way. Yeah, the one I showed you earlier. If you scroll down, you can get the simple social press. If you're WordPress, you want to push this to your website, get this. There's a special discount code Lou25.
Cool.
25% off. Boom. It's like literally, I think with the discount, it's like $50.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you can't pay a virtual assistant a salary of $50 a year.
Really? So that's Facebook Live to your blog.
That's Facebook Live to your WordPress.
Okay.
What I just showed you now is called Repurpose. So this is not a WordPress. This is a completely standalone product.
Mm-hmm.
You go into it and you do exactly what I just did and all that. You can try it for free right now. And you just click this link. You'll try it. Sign up for a free account. You can publish, I think, 4 episodes. You can make whatever rule you want, but you can publish 4 episodes just to get a feel if this is something good for you, works for you. Then you can, we've got a few plans you can upgrade to if you decide that's what you want. Now, I just thought of this before, like literally a few minutes before. I said, well, what can I do for Lou and his people? Known Lou for a while now. So I thought, hey, if you are, you want to get the WordPress plugin and you want to get the Repurpose, you want to get both, right? The Repurpose will be a monthly subscription.
Mm-hmm.
But we have a entry-level plan that gets you from just one Facebook account, like one Facebook group or page, to YouTube. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
And then the other one is called the content marketing plan. That's the biggest plan. Let's do everything I showed you here. 5 podcasts hooked up, 5 YouTube channels. You can go all out.
Wow.
So just for people who are watching, and I'm going to say until Sunday at midnight, I don't have anything like formal, but I want to, if you decide to upgrade your account to the content marketing account, the big plan is $20 a month. So it's not expensive. For the Repurpose, I'll give you this plugin for free.
Cool.
Yeah. So anybody who decides that they want both and they check out Repurpose for free, they try it out, they like it, they upgrade, you can just contact our support, or you can email me directly. It's hanny@repurpose.io. and I will hook you up with. Nice,
thank you.
No problem. I think these tools work hand in hand.
Yeah,
if you have a WordPress site, it's a no-brainer. You don't need it, but it's a no-brainer to have the automation. And then with the Repurpose, you're going across channels with simple podcasts, a simple social press. You're going to your website. It's full circle. Like you've got your content here, Facebook, YouTube, and your website, all automatically.
Cool. Oh, somebody unmuted. That's awesome. Thank you so much. This is amazing. And everybody has stayed with us who's on the call, which means they're into it. And it's just, I mean, I think about the hours and hours that I spend trying to go cross-platform and sending my Facebook video to YouTube and uploading it there, or taking my Facebook video and getting it onto my WordPress blog. And this is like, boom, couple clicks and you're done.
Yeah, and you just set it up once. But it forces you to think a little bit about strategy. Like you think, hey, you know what? I want to do a weekly show, or a weekly, not a show, but a weekly content. And I want it to go from here to here. But I want this weekly content to go from here to here. You have the flexibility to design it any way you want. So it's really, really, it's exciting.
Very cool.
It really is. Like, it's so fun. And there's a lot of powerful tools out there for doing Facebook Live from your computer.
Yeah.
It used to be always on the phone, but now you can do it from your computer very, very easily. If you're on a Mac, I discovered a really cool software yesterday. I'm sure you know about it maybe, or maybe I'm behind. But you guys familiar with Ecamm, like the
Yeah.
recorder? They just, I don't know if just, but recently launched a Facebook Live software.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Really?
Desktop, share your screen, do everything you're doing with Zoom for $30.
Pretty cool.
So,
I'm going to take the screen back here just to see if there's any other questions.
yeah, so let me.
And that way I can see if there's any questions. Put the link in there. Mute people who need to be muted. Thank you. Cool. All right. So you can see the screen still. It's repurpose.io /Lou. HTTP. I'm just going to put it in the chat one more time. Repurpose.io /Lou. And then Tassie was asking, one Facebook link to one YouTube channel, is that the monthly fee or is it something else?
Yes, that's a great question. So we have 3 plans. So if you're a podcaster, there's a podcasting plan, one podcast to YouTube. If you're like an entry level, I call it live streamer, like Facebook user, if you want just one Facebook group or page to YouTube, that's called the live stream plan. That's $12 a month. If you want the flexibility to do everything I showed you here, to go from Facebook, all your Facebook groups, or choose more than one Facebook group or page, connect your podcast, convert it to an audio, to a video, to everything I showed you in this demo. That's the content marketer plan, which is $20 a month.
Cool.
And that's the one where if you sign up for that, shoot an email to our support team. There's a little chat box when you log into Repurpose. Let them know you bought it through this link, and I will give you the simple social press plugin.
Very nice. Thank you so much. This is really cool, really exciting. I can't wait to get in and fool around with it and start repurposing and spreading that content everywhere it needs to be. Elaine, I have a Facebook Live course. I'll catch up with you offline on that. And everybody who's here, thank you so much. There will be a recording. Thank you, Annie, for sharing this really exciting software with us. I really appreciate it. And unless you have anything else, I'll just say have a great weekend and go to repurpose.io /Lou.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Thank you. But keep up the awesome work, and we will catch up with you soon.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Bye, guys.